Excellency, former governors, former senators, former members of House of Reps, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to start this conversation by thanking my wife, by thanking God first. Thanking my wife and my 3 kids, and then thanking Dr. and Mrs. Tinubu. And then thanking my mother and my father. My father is late, my mother is alive. My mother should be 87 and somewhere in the house. Let me make it clear to those of you sitting here. I met President Tinubu in Yola, and I told him I will not work for him. And I will not vote for him. I did not vote for Tinubu. I will not have voted for him. That is, I told him in advance. Why I'm saying this is because people in Rivers have been writing, he didn't work for PDP, he didn't work for APC, he didn't support Tinubu. I told him in advance before the election, so it wasn't a matter of whether I did or not. I made him know that because I was convinced that there was an issue of capacity. You have raised issues here. Most of those who raise the issues of capacity, some of us who are here raising issues of capacity, are also those who vote on ethnic and religious basis, or who spoil innocent, uneducated people who are poor to voting for people for the reasons of religion and ethnicity. That's why we are here. And let me tell you, it's a conspiracy of the elites. Forget, when we sit here, we look at what is the best way to go to grab power. We don't care for you. No Nigerian leader cares for you. And the reason why no Nigerian leader cares for you is because you will do nothing. You protested. At the end of the protest, the president announced increase in price of fuel because he will do nothing. It's an absolutely do-nothing society. You may not know. One of the reasons I called it was your level of knowledge. I respect people who are more brilliant than me. You, him, Professor Wole Soyinka, that's how the friendship started. The reason, I don't know figures, so you know figures. And I respect you for the level of knowledge of economics. In fact, if you are not here and I was a president, you would have played a prominent role in the government I will serve. I don't care where you come from, for Christ's sake. It's about moving the country forward. We don't want to move the country forward. If you're not ashamed, I'm ashamed. My passport was seized in Germany. I did nothing. My offense is that I'm carrying a green passport. They kept me for nearly 30 minutes, and I was going for a medical checkup in Vienna. Show us your hotel. Listen, I should. Show us a return ticket. I should. Wait. Just because I'm carrying a green passport. So if you're not ashamed, I am. That's why I picked up this topic. And let me tell you why I picked up this topic. Nigerian leaders and elites are not the problems of Nigeria. The problems of Nigeria are the followership. The leaders, look, when people say Nigeria is a capital, there are no capitalists in Nigeria. Capitalists are those with capital to invest for production. Do we produce here? Everybody relies on oil. Everybody wants to, that's why once you become president, you will see what will happen. As soon as you become president, you will not know Christians from Muslims. You will not. They are all coming towards you to just have a hand in the stealing. That's what happens. So I look at Nigeria and I ask myself, what are we actually doing here? Do we really want to be a country? If we want to be a country, I'll give you an example of my stay in government. I was shocked at a lady that I gave an appointment. And I thought the lady was a destabilized Nigeria. Her only call to power was going to see the president and speaking Hausa Fulani language. And I was ashamed. Very ashamed. Because I was looking for those who can change the country. And I told her, I am putting you in this place because I want you to change that place. It doesn't matter whether all the people that served under me were from the north or south or east. What was important is how do you change this country? Growing up, you as young men, I will tell you what you didn't enjoy. Growing up, we had NANS meeting in Kano. We started the meeting 12 midnight, finished at 6 a.m. It's okay. Start. SSS does not arrest us. Each person go find your way back to BUK. We had it in a private house. I missed my way in Kano because I don't know where is BUK. I only saw somebody, a man from Kano. Where is BUK? The person took me to Kano, BUK. If it's not, they will kidnap me. Look, the ordinary northerner who is a Muslim has no problem with the ordinary southerner who is Christian. It is when it comes to election, they will tell you, so let them show you in Islam, where it says, don't say with a Christian. They cannot show you. They will only do that and say, this man is a Muslim, go for him. Now you have Muslim ticket. Let Muslim market come out now. It can't. We are all hungry. All of us are. If you're not hungry, I am. You may laugh. So for us, the opposition, if you want us to remove the man in power, we can remove him from this power. When we are students, we organized the Taisho protest against Babangida. We organized protests against Buhari. And believe me, there was no north and south in the students. The protests that shut down ABU, University of Nigeria and Soka, University of Lagos and all that, the meeting took place in Kano. When we finished the meeting at night, everyone was told to go back to the school and mobilize school. Once the NAS president addressed a press conference, all of us were on the street. You will see a northerner, young, handsome northerner, with a young, handsome southerner, feeling free and eating the same kind of food. Today, we are poisoning the minds of our young men. Even them can't even liberate themselves. We were able to liberate ourselves. Whatever I am today in terms of radicalism is Dr. Chidamota. Because if you read sociology of literature, it's about Marxism. It's about socialism. Yes, there are also capitalist ideas. In Nigeria, there are no capitalist ideas, there are no socialist ideas among the politicians. It's about sharing. The quarrel among the elites is about sharing. No, sir. We want to submit to the opposition if the opposition can lead us out of this problem. And for the opposition to lead us out of this problem, we must all agree to submit ourselves to the interest of the nation first, before the interest of ourselves. That's why I choose this topic. And I like the amendment you made. It's actually state weaponization, because it's not you. It's the state. Even though they are not deliberately weaponizing like he said. They don't have the idea. They don't know how to weaponize you. They don't know. But where the state comes in is, yes, they don't know how to weaponize you. They are weaponizing you inadvertently by stealing the money they should have given you. If I were president, yes, some of the policies they are pursuing, I will pursue them. But ask, what's the failure? The failure is the gains of those policies are in their private. If they bring those gains, okay, at the time we are paying close to 4 to 5 trillion naira for oil subsidy. So they've stopped. Why is the 4 to 5 trillion naira? If they dump it on the economy, you will not be crying. We are hedging dollar, right? Between naira and dollar. Now you've stopped. Where is the savings? President Tinubu said it has, what's it called? Our suffering has come to an end yesterday or yesterday. Has anybody's diet changed? How many of you can buy a cup of garri at the rate? You know, the problem with Nigeria is, if you say the last president was very bad, the incoming one will be worse. When the incoming one takes over, the one before him will have become a king. We will now be wishing that person took over. Because it is a country of sharing money. I thank you for coming. Trust me, I thank you. Waziri, I thank you for coming. In fact, I came to you only once, and you obliged me the request. Emir, I spoke to Emir on the phone. The rest of you, just once, people were telling me, I should have called them several times, should have been said that. Well, I was honored. I worked with Gerard Buratai. I worked with Sadiq. I don't know Sadiq was here. I didn't know you were from the north. I didn't give a damn. You didn't even behave as if you were from the north. Service, gentlemen, let's see that. How do we solve the problem of the river states on security? You remember when we came, there used to be roadblocks everywhere. Until somebody called me and said, Look, nobody will invest in River State if we see roadblocks. And I met people. People said, you agree with me? And we agreed and removed all the roadblocks. When we did, everyone was shocked. How can you remove roadblocks? We did. Two policies. Insecurity is 99.9% poverty. When Boko Haram started, they said, oh, they were anti-Christians. Is Boko Haram not killing Muslims? It is because hunger does not know religion. So Boko Haram was not selecting Christians and killing them. No. Boko Haram was killing both Muslims and what? And Christians. And let me tell you what I was taught in the university. I don't know if Dr. Amota will agree to this. I'm sure he must have left. I was taught that it is rebellion. That is their own form of protest. They are protesting against the elites. So because they are protesting against the elites, they can't catch the elites. The elites have guns. Here, if you see the number of guns here to protect all of us, not to protect you. So when they look at us, they can't catch us. Who did they catch? They are follow poor men. And when I was governor, when there is an increase in insecurity, I know there is no money in the system. Where is Commissioner for Finance? He became SSG. He's here. What do I tell you? I said, go and release money. Pay contractors, pay salary, pay money. And once you pay, insecurity will do what? So it's about poverty. It's about poverty. But currently, everybody wants to amass wealth. The current government and their agencies and who work with it, they are not even afraid. If you see the kind of houses they are building, if they are not afraid, I am ashamed for them because they have no name. In fact, they say in the university they will say who name pay. So I thank you. I will hope that all of us can come in the evening where we have the dinner. I thank those of you who have organized this reception. I thank those of you who have come. I thank Governor Suswan and my colleagues. Governor of Naija says that he was more radical than me, and he was older. And as an older radical, you are not a good radical because you're too old. So when he said I'm radical, he was more radical. I was impressed in the Governor's Forum. I thank you people for giving me support. Him, Governor Sule Lamido, and all others, they pushed me on with their radical ideas. Maybe behind me, maybe you were talking about religion and this, but at the Governor's Forum, we didn't do religion. We didn't do ethnicity. What we took was Nigeria. When we dissect Nigeria, some will support, some will oppose. Anybody, when we vote, once the majority takes the position, everybody will join the majority. So I thank my colleagues who have come here, and I thank the Emir of Duse and Emir of Kano. I thank you very much. I thank my former chairman of party when I was in PDP, Prince Secondus, and IGP. I thank my brother governors of Bayelsa. Liel and I were very, very close when we were in Governor's Forum. Me, Liel, and Oduan. It was a good friendship that we ate together, laid on the same listen together, and all that. So, good, Liel, I thank you. I thank all those who have come from River State for this show, for this thing. And then today's dinner will be the last ceremony we will have. Once more, Your Excellency, the former Vice President, I am grateful.